Okay, I was digging around, cleaning my office. Some people call it cleaning their office. I call it digging around to find things. And I found this Vogue Condé Nast publication, November 1980. And I think it might be a European one. I can't remember when I ordered it. But it says 90p. And I can't imagine it's 90 pages. I think it might be 90 pence. Okay, so we're gonna come through. This ought to be fun. That's out of focus. Okay. Yves Saint Laurent. Oh, this is falling apart, which is fine. Oh, look at that. Isn't that beautiful? That's gorgeous. Okay. Saucy girl. Yeah, this is not hooked. Ooh, that's pretty. Miss Dior. That's really pretty. This isn't hooked to the binding anymore. Oh my gosh, look at that. That's a beautiful face. We might use her face. Boy, there's a lot more black and white than I would have thought. Gold. Vinci, Milk and Lotion. This is a big magazine. We got a lot to go through. Golden Days of Christmas, and it's starting to feel like it's hooked more to the binding now. So it might just be those first ones. Ooh, look at that. Ooh, that's very fluffy. That could be good for a border, huh? Oh, look, lots of fluffy things. That's a lot. Like, this is what I grew up on, where you had just layers and layers of tulle. Look at it. Oh my gosh. I feel like we have to do something beautiful with it, don't you? All right, we're going to put a pin in that, because these tools are just talking to me. You don't see a whole bunch of tulle in a magazine anymore. Okay, that is very big eyes. That's a cool picture. They do lots of close-ups. It's good for us. Oh my, look at those shoulder pads. You have to, oh, blasé. You have to have your shoulder pads. Oh, I had those. The curlers, the Clairol. Okay. So that tool is stunning. I'm excited. Ooh, this lady has a really good face for like magazine collage. We could trade out her eyes with the 1980s eyes. See, this is how I remember Avon. That's the eyes I remember. Ooh, that's kind of cool, that blue hand. Ooh, I had those kind of bracelets that were like wide around your... Well, I feel like if we're going to use the tool, we got to make something super, super pretty, right? So we got to find more pretty things. I wish that was in color, because it's a castle. We could make her in a castle. Ooh, there's a lot of blue weird stuff. Morelands. I don't really want a woman on the front of my car. Oh my gosh. The sexism is rife. I know it's bad now still. I never smoked those. Oh, see? I think this is HM Government Tables. I think this is an overseas magazine. Okay. Oh, that's kind of a cool window. There's a castle. Yeah, we don't have castles here. Oh, that's fun-ish. Whew, I wouldn't want to be wearing a wool. I live in Florida, so wearing a wool, the Galapagos, wearing a total wool coat just gave me the creepies. Vanguard. Okay, I'm going to have to let the doggle in. She's very insistent. I will be right back. I kind of love that. That looks like aha. Okay, is this the middle? We could be just at the middle. So, look at that hair. Great hair, lots of feathers. That's a pretty background. I kind of like her. I think I'm going to take her out and have her do something. She really caught my eye. There's a whole bunch of fun people on the rocks. Oh, I kind of like that. That's Ireland. Oh, see? In a past life, I lived in Ireland, so that must be why. My friend, Deb Ward, is from Donegal, Ireland. So we shall have a... There wasn't more of that fence, was there? That rock fence? No. Those guys will be fun to have. Oh, my. That's a big eye. Big lips. Oh, how fun is this? They already collaged it. Oh, this is fun. Okay. I like this paper. I like how it's faded. John Hurt. Don't know him. A lot of bulky sweaters. I think people overseas must wear a lot of bulky sweaters. Well, there's some pretty flowers. I feel like that's kind of the first pretty thing I've seen. They'll be a pain to cut up, but I'm looking for pretty stuff. I'm not finding too much. Okay, that's a beautiful interior. Oh, this is very oldie-worldy. That would not go with our other pretty thing. Okay, if this was a little closer, I might use it in my stone wall. Ooh, dry martinis. I'm still more of a old-fashioned girl. I like a whiskey old-fashioned. Oh, trains. I love trains. My dad and I went on a train trip when I lived in Colorado. We had a whole little car to ourselves. It was amazing. Okay, that is it. Okay, so things that caught my eye are these beautiful dresses. So we're going to take all of these out. I don't know yet what I'm going to do, and I'm going to have to pick some or the other, right? Because they're on either sides. So we're going to get as much of those as I can get. I have a pretty vase. I have some friends for the sides. I have this lady to be walking. And we have absolutely nothing to make. Okay, I'm going to start with the Avon ad and her eyes, and we're going to find a head to go along with her eyes, because I love her eyes. Look at that Popeye stuff. Those are cute. Would her eyes go good on her face. I think they could look weird. All right, so that's gonna be our big head. Do we feel like we have a body? I almost wonder, could we do like this and then have the skirts come out all pretty underneath? That could be super pretty. I kind of like that. I'm gonna try that. And if I have to come back and grab anything more, I will. But I'm gonna cut these out tonight and I will be back. Okay, I almost couldn't wait for you last night. And I wanted to do this myself. So this is the Vogue 1980. And you know I love you because I spent like an hour and a half cutting out tulle dresses. But wait till you see what we got. Okay, where's my... There we go. All right, we're doing this in the classics. And I was thinking I might have to do a tall one, but I have an idea for a wide one, and it might go perfect on this page I happen to open up to. So we have to talk about this. All right, so I had this idea that I was gonna take this girl and use this eyes. And I went, oh, that doesn't excite me, that doesn't feel fancy enough. So I went and I cut out those eyes, and those feel fancy enough. So I'm not sure what we're going to do with those yet, but they are a thing. Then I cut out this stem goblet, right, to use. And I don't know about keeping her hair like this. I almost feel like it's a distraction. So I may take that off. Okay, I also got these Irish pieces for the border. Now, this may not excite you very much, but I like the Irish pieces. They make me happy. So we're probably going to use some of those in the border, which we'll do first, right? So we can get an idea of what's going on. But here we go. So I thought I could put a fan on her head. This is why I'm not that concerned about, you know, her hair or whatever, because maybe we could put a fan on her head. And then, okay, I thought, oh my gosh, this is going to be such a quiet night. I just have a couple of things to cut out. And then I spent literally an hour and a half getting every shred of this tulle that I could get. Oh, and then I cut out these gold tops that were on the back of a picture. Okay, so I love these girls. I love this girl. We need a body for here and maybe a top for there that could be the tulle. Oh, a fruit fly. Imagine that. Okay, so this is gorgeous. This is just the most beautiful thing. So what I thought, oh my goodness, hold on. So I cut this off to be like the top of her hat. And I was like, I don't know. Is that what I want to do? And then I went, what if we make them trees that this gal is walking through? And we could have tall trees, like a little forest of beautiful tulle trees back there. And then she's walking through the forest, and this could be the things. We could put that between. And then I've got these guys that we could use for like her hair. Okay. I almost got up out of my chair in the other room to do this for us. Okay, I can't even stand it. Okay, I am going to cut off this weird headdress. It was her veil. So to me, that is just distracting right now. I'm going to kind of make it as if it's her hairline, because I don't know if you can see her hairline, but I can see her hairline. And we're cutting off her ear. You know me. I always cut off their ears. Poor things. They never have ears. Okay, so there's that. That's excellent. And then I want to do her eyes. So I'm going to do halvesy. Okay. I need a bigger pair of scissors. There they are. Underneath our Ireland. And this is why I try to have an idea of what I want to do in my collage, but I don't try to, I almost feel like I want to cut off that weird toppy thing. But I don't try to have it be perfectly done, because sometimes there's just such happy surprises. Okay, I'm going to make her sad eyes. So, you know, when I change their eyes and I make them sad, I like sad eyes. All right, so we're going to have her with this. We'll have cutoffs from the tulle that we can make like a circle to go there. And then this is her neck. We'll do a paper doll of that in a minute. Let's go ahead and get, oh, we kind of have a tower too. I wonder if, okay, I'm going to make that kind of this side of the border, because I kind of feel like with our stones and our walls and things like that, that could be kind of cool. Okay, there we go. So we're gonna make this over here. All right, what else do we have? Okay, I have some extra stones. I have some blue. I have some, oh, look at that. So I pulled that too. I thought that was cool. And this is kind of a coat, but let's do this. And could we kind of have this, if we move our tower up, we could kind of have that there. Oh, I love that. Okay, I'm going to start sticking, I can't even. I'm like beside myself with how fun I think this is. Do you get it? Like, are you seeing it yet? So I have two ways of making projects. Either I just fiddle around with stuff until I don't hate it, or I can see it in my head and I'm just recreating it on a piece of paper. Those are the only two ways I make things. Just completely higgledy-piggledy randomly, or I can already see it done and how unfreaking believably gorgeous this is going to be, and you're going to be like, oh my gosh, this is amazing. Can we cheat this just a little bit more? Because I can outline it. There we go, perfect. So this is one of those ones where I can totally see it in my mind, and I'm just trying to work fast enough to get it on the paper. Have you ever read Big Magic by Elizabeth Gilbert? It's one of my favorite books of all time. It's about creativity and how the magic of creativity works. And there's one part in there about a poet, and she says that that the poems are whole, and she just has to like pull them out. And one day she was out in a field and a poem went flying by, and she had to try to run and catch it, and she grabbed it and pulled it and wrote a poem backwards, because she just got the very tail end of it. And I thought that was such a good description of sometimes how it feels to me I'm doing this. Like, I'm just trying to grab this idea and keep a hold of it long enough to get it on paper because it's so cool and interesting to me. So anyways, that's my feeling right now. All right, we're gonna get, oh, there we go. That's perfect. And I don't mind that I'm covering up those yellow pieces. Sometimes I use the collage pieces that are already on there, and sometimes I just go over them. We know they're there. They're gonna peek out here and there, so that's fine. Oh my goodness, hold on. I just feel like I can't glue fast enough this morning. And I want you to get to see what's in my head, because it's beautiful. All right. Oh, we got one more little piece over here. I think I might want to go down here because I don't know yet what's going on with her paper doll. Okay. So now, what is this? Oh, that's that piece of the border. There's a little bit of gray. Do we want to put a little gray cobblestones right there? I think we do, just in case we need them. Actually, I'll probably go up and down rather than side to side because I think that'll catch our corner. I don't know if you can see over here. I'm just trying to get this corner to be little gray cobblestones. Okay. Awesome. So these guys all go together. These are going to be kind of in the foreground. It's opposite of how the world works. They're going to be in the foreground and really little, and this gal's going to be in the background and bigger. But she's going to be walking through our forest of trees. So the first thing we have to do is we have to figure out our paper doll. Oh, where's her other eye? Oh, there it is. Okay, so those are her eyes the right way. But I like when their eyes are sad. And I feel like they're sadder when they're upside down. There we go. So we need to cut off this edge. There we go. And maybe a little bit off the bottoms. I feel like there's a lot of white right there. Oh, that's good. Okay. And I'll color those and doodle them and do all kinds of fun things to them to make them look pretty. Ooh, maybe we'll do a rainbow. So if you don't want to glue your stuff to your stuff, don't glue on your page like I do. Glue off to the side. Little sad droopies. Because see, I just got glue all over my page over there. Little sad droopies. Okay, so that's her eyes. We're going to make a fan of her here, but I just want to do the little tiniest bottom part so that if I want to stick something into it after we do the other cuts, we can stick something into it. And then I kind of think I want to make like a circle jewel or something there, for, or maybe a ruffle. It's going to be a very ruffly piece. And then where's her neck? And then this is going to be her neck. Oh, that's so pretty. Okay. So we're just going to glue a little bit of her here and tip her head a wee bit. Okay. All right, I feel like there's a lot of eyes sticking off her, like a lot of white of her eyes sticking off the side. And that made them a little bit more, let's not say normal because they're different colors and, okay, so now we've got to get to this. So for sure, I want this to be a tree. That is a tree. This is a tree. Is this the biggest tree? Like that? And then we make 3 other trees. Ooh, now that I made this a big tree, I kind of love it. Okay, we're gonna make it a big tree. Okay. And that's gonna go there. We'll get to that in a minute. So then I have green and purple to make her. Ooh, purple will go perfect up here. Okay, so if she's gonna be here, I'm going to, where's my snips? I'm gonna come down here. Yeah, that's right, I'm not fast forwarding. You're gonna get tortured by cutting the tool too. I spent so much time cutting tool. Okay, so we're gonna start with this. This is gonna be our first layer. Maybe I'll go down a wee little bit so I can stick stuff in there if I want. Okay. And then we're gonna make 2 more layers. So I'm gonna cut off this part. I don't know if I'm gonna cut off that part yet. And we're gonna make another layer of tulle. Okay, there we go. And do we do that? I think we do that. That's super pretty. And that'll be her hat. I almost think I want it to stick. Nope, I want it to be behind that fan. Okay, let's see. I think there's a little storm going on outside and Kitty's yelling. Kitty got in the shower with me today. Like full on cat in the shower, thought things couldn't get worse. I get no time alone. Yep, cat in the shower. She's not doing good. She's an old dear and she's kind of needy because she's getting near the end of her life and we love Kitty. Okay, that's beautiful. I think that turned out gorgeous. We can almost get all of that, but I'm not stressed. Oh, and then this will be down here. This will be green tulle. All right, so let's put her tulle body down here. Okay, 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 okay. Nice. And it's like she's the fairy from the tulle forest. Right? Ooh, look, and there's butterflies. This is just, I am thrilled. And like I said, this is one of those times when I almost can't work fast enough to keep up with all the thoughts in my head. All right, this one we're gonna cut off this little weird bit. Some of these were a little bit weird because they were the back of one of these other ones. Okay, and we're gonna put her right under there. And now she has like a little tulle fairy dress. Cool. Okay, I think she's whole now. Yeah, we're gonna put her down. And you are gonna see some Frankenstein-y stuff. Okay, that got stuck on the back. All right, I am gonna fast forward the gluing because I can't imagine anything more boring than watching somebody glue. All right, here we go. We are gonna put her, I wanna get as much of the purple as I can get and as much of her green dress as I can get. Oop, she's crooked. We gotta get her upside down glass jar has to be straight. And that flower isn't stuck down. Okay, let's go, let's go, let's go. Nice. Oh, she's amazing. Hi, honey. Hi, friend. This flower isn't stuck down at all. We got a little layer right here that isn't stuck down. Who got so excited and didn't stick down all their stuff? Let's do that. All right, so now we have our big tree. Is it stuck there? Is that where it's going? All right, it's sort of stuck there. It volunteered, we're gonna put it there. So let's go around the rest of them. So if this is the fat part of the tree, we've got to kind of, it's a little bit harder to envision tulle trees than you might think. Okay, so we've got this one going up this way, see? And we got a thing we can make a circle in here. So this, whatever this gooby that I left on was, can go. We can maybe pick what color circle we want. Kind of like that better. Oh yeah, that goes better with her purple. Okay, so we're gonna think about that. We're gonna come in here. All right, so we're just gonna continually make these skinnier until they kind of come to a point. See? There we go. There's another tree. Ooh, look, there's yellow tulle in the back we can make for her circle. Perfect. Okay. I almost feel like this is enough to make a baby tree. Yeah. Put one back there. All right, so this is our last tree. So if we come in, up, in, up, in, up. See, it's going opposite of that. So we gotta do this. Like that. No, it's out. I'm going in, you gotta go out. There we go. There we go. Whew. I feel like cutting a tree is inordinately hard for me. All right, so we're gonna have to either put this on this side. Oh, there we go. We'll just cover my bad cutting with another tree. Okay. Yeah, so you gotta come out and then in and then out and then in. I love Christmas trees. You would think I would have the concept. Oh. Did you see what happened here? Is that kismet that I cut that little tiny tree to be the top of this tree to make it even bigger. Oh my goodness. See, this is an art magic day. This is a magic day where everything works, where everything is just wonderful. I just can't even with how much I love this. Okay, so these are my trees. And this girl is going to be walking in the trees. I might want to pull this up and move it over a little bit. Can we pull it up? Yeah, it's fine. Yeah, I want this over a little bit. So it's kind of touching her. She's not stuck off to the side. My girl can be walking in the trees. All right, that's it. All right, I put that right on there to bridge that gap between the inside and the outside and our tower and what's going on there. Now this girl's next. Oh, I guess I just needed to push him down. Okay. All my little points of my trees. All right, now she's going to be walking right there to cover that transition. There she is. All right, now we have to find the perfect place for this last tree, and I think that's it. Okay. We're going to cover her back leg. This is going to be right on the bend. Let's see, we can go a little over here because I don't want the bend to be the peak of my tree or it'll get worn out. It just will. I have made enough magazine collages to know that that is a recipe for disaster. Look at the butterflies and the bugs and the... Oh my goodness, but we're not done because we have the cute friends down here. I just seen a cute friend over here too. There she is. So I have 3 friends that are down here. Oh, perfect. She's looking in, so we're going to put her right there. Oh, I guess I should move this up. Hang on, I'm going to move it up so you can see it for sure. Okay, hang on. Spatula is all over. Okay, there we go. So we have her, and we have her. I feel like she goes right to the edge of that page, and then we'll figure out whatever else we need to do. And this is one of those ones where I'm using almost every single bit of things I cut out. Doesn't always happen. Don't get used to it. Okay, here we go. So cute, my little friends. Okay. And this one's gonna go here. And I swear, I'm gonna name this Prettiest Magazine Collage page ever. Because this is the prettiest magazine collage page I have ever made. With the beautiful trees. Stick down. There you go. And the cute girl. All right, here we go. So now, what I thought I could do was use these guys as kind of the joining of the parts of the wall, and that way, because it goes up and down and up and down, it doesn't look exactly right. Oh yeah, look, we could do that. I have a little baby one over here. We could do that over here. Yep, that's what we're gonna do. Oh my goodness, and it's got gold. I may have to gold emboss some stuff too. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? This is so pretty. And then this one's gonna go here. And then I have one more for the far end of my wall. Page number 176. Okay, last but not least. So literally, last night when I was cutting these out, and I didn't put them together, I waited for you, but when I was putting these, cutting all these out, and I had this in my mind, this is what I had in my mind. It's crazy. And then all I have done is just made it. I don't know what to tell you. I love this. This may be my finest hour. All right, we're gonna cut. Oh, you know what I'm gonna cut? I'm gonna cut a heart or a star. Should I cut a heart or a star? I think I'm gonna put gold stars on this tree. I think I'm gonna tart this thing up. So for those of you who like just plain magazine collage, I will do it in a different video so you're not sad. So to make a star, you just do the little thing like you were when you were a little kid. Oh, I need it to be big, huh? There we go. There we go. Hi, honey. Oh, that must not be cut enough, because usually you can yank it off. Okay, let's do this. So I have to go to the post office today and mail out Bertha's collage that I made her. It's been a busy little time for me. I haven't been able to get to the store. I love that. So I haven't been able to get to the post office, but it's coming to you today, Bertha, my friend. Or do I want to go this way? So it's not quite so obtrusive in her head. Oh, I kind of think I want to go that way. All right. Hi, honey. What's it doing, sister? Okay, okay. Okay, okay, okay. Put that right there. Little star on her head. Yeah, I hear you. How are you? How are you? Okay, so I'm gonna let this dry, and then I'm gonna doodle a bunch of it, and I will be back. Honey, we're going in the other room. You wanna come with Mama's? You come with Mommy in the other room? All right, that's that. Okay, so I have been doodling, and I colored in kind of flesh color matched her eyes with these two colors of Pitt pens. These are India ink pens. I outlined everything and went around with Pitt pens. I came in here, I colored in here with alcohol pens. So if you can't afford Pitt pens, they're pretty expensive. You can probably afford alcohol pens. I think they're like $10 for 25. They're super affordable. I colored the back of this with alcohol. I would like to get this a little bit more shaded. Now, I will say that the India ink is more versatile. I like these Pitt pens because they're not as harsh a line. See how I'm able to blend it more? It doesn't mean you have to have them. I just like how they aren't as harsh a line there, but the alcohol ink for sure works just fine too. Just gonna go around real quick while I'm thinking about it. This is honestly maybe the prettiest page I have ever made. You can hear. So I started talking, and what happened? Everybody, Wally has to go potty. Hold on one second, Wall. Oh, that Wally. He's a rascal. All right, I'll be right back. Okay, so now I am going to, a lot of times I'll emboss their eyes, but today, instead, I am going to use alcohol ink. So these are the cheap pens. I got these at Tuesday Morning for like, I don't know, $6, something like that. But I'm going to come in here and add some color to her eyes. Let's see if we get enough. That's a tiny bit. Find a better color. There we go. And that got us some color in her eyes. Now, I will say that if you have acrylic paint, so I don't know if there's any acrylic paint on here, but I'll show you ones where I have acrylic paint. Okay, here. I used acrylic paint on here. Alcohol ink will melt acrylic paint, because think about it. We use our alcohol, isopropyl alcohol to clean our acrylic brushes. So, of course, acrylic alcohol markers will melt acrylic ink. That was such a shock to me. I don't know why. All right, so we're going to come in here and outline her eyes and make them even darker. Give my girl some eyeliner, right? And don't forget, I flipped her eyes so all her eyelashes are at that end. So now I want to make some eyelashes down at this end, and I'm going to keep up with the little furry ones because that's what she has already. And let's do some furry ones on the edges here. There we go. Let's get some thicker ones. And you can mess around with their eyelashes as much as you want. You can't really go wrong. I guess occasionally I've done them too much and then I've wound up with like kind of just black blobs. But in general, don't stress too much. Oh, I kind of love that. Okay, so her eyes are poppin'. Love it. I'm going to leave her lips alone. And I wanted to show you one last thing. Usually I spend all my time making things darker, but I want to kind of highlight this foreground and maybe highlight this gal a little bit. So I'm going to take a white paint pen and I'm going to go around. And you could maybe do this with a gel pen too. But I'm just going to go and kind of make a, not all over, but a little bit of a highlight, because a lot of this is quite dark. So I'm just going to come in here, kind of follow the lines of her coat. In fact, it's so, I know it's a little bit because it's shiny, but it's also a dark coat. A dark gal on a dark coat is hard to is hard to see. So this way, we get to see a little bit more of what's going on. Okay, I like that for her. She's starting to pop out a little bit, and I'm gonna highlight some of these girls. I'm gonna do her rumpa-dump and her back, maybe around her knees and maybe her feet, just so you notice her, because these are very blended in right now, but when you add a little pop of the white, all of a sudden your eye gets drawn down to them. And I'm sorry for the glare. I know that sometimes with my lights that I have to use to record with, you get a little bit of a glare. I'll move it over so you can see it. See how she's just, now you can kind of see her a little bit better. And this girl especially, and this girl, you can see him a little bit better. Maybe we'll do a little highlight on this lady since she's kind of a feature. We'll do little wigglies on her tulle. So funny, one of the gals today made a comment, "You craft without us?" Yes, sometimes I craft without you. And there's a very good chance I will be crafting and putting embossing glaze and doing all kinds of stuff with this, because I know you guys like magazine collage more so than the mixed media. So a lot of times I do some of this stuff by myself because I want to make sure you're happy with the magazine collage-y things. And it seems more like the peeps that like the magazine collage like just magazine collage, which is fine. I do other mixed media ones for other people. But I try to make sure that if what you guys want is just magazine collage, maybe a bit of pen work, maybe a bit of doodling, but so everybody is happy, I record a lot of the just magazine collage, and then behind the scenes I cheat on you and I do some extra bits myself, because these really are my art journals. I think I say that occasionally, but I know that for some people they're doing projects or they're getting paid by sponsors, and I get paid by affiliates. So if you ever want to buy something and you use one of my affiliate links, I sure do appreciate it. But but I get paid mostly in my business from my website, not from my YouTube channel. So literally, I'm just making collages and having you guys come along because you might as well, right? So let's trim that off. Uh-oh, we got a loosey-goosey spot. And this, so let's turn this journal so it makes it easier to cut. There's a big old honk of purple up here that is off the page. Let's get that. All right, so I think this is the prettiest page I've ever done. Like, just as far as being beautiful and just gorgeous. I love it. So hopefully this helps. Tara Jacobson, Artsy Fartsy Life.